Hello everyone, welcome to our series classes. This is the first introductory classes in which we will be discussing about the CRISC. Today, I would like to talk about the topic of certification for the information security professionals. More specifically, we will be discussing on ISACA Certified in the Risk and Information System Control certification. As the information technology continue to advances, organizations' reliance on technology increases, and it is important for these organizations to have individuals with the necessary knowledge and expertise to assess and mitigate the risk associated with the information system. This is where the CRISC certification comes in. Moving further ahead, let's discuss about the importance of the CRISC. Why is CRISC important? Risk management is a big thing these days, considering the proliferation of the crimes, especially cybercrime, especially in terms of data theft and fraud. With more of our personal and the professional lives moving to the digital world, cybersecurity has become the top priority, especially for the businesses. After all, a significant data breach would result in substantial financial loss or even bankruptcy for a company. A business that unable to keep its transactions secure gain a reputation of being trustworthy and risky, which could cause irreversible damage. Professionals certified in the CRISC create a greater understanding of the information technology risk and how they impact on the entire organizations. Furthermore, they devise a plan and a strategy for mitigating those risks. Finally, CRISC professionals establish a common language to facilitate communication and understanding between the IT groups and the stakeholders. Friends, moving further ahead, let's discuss and have a look on the short glimpse about the CRISC steps. First to include is the registration for the examination. Friends, ISACA certification exams are computer based and administered and authorized PSI testing centers. Let's have a look toward the steps. Select your certification. It applies that you have to select your certification which will be provided by the ISACA such as CISA, CRISC, CSAM, etc. Next step, log in or create an account. Note, if you are creating an account, please ensure your name is same as what appears on your government issued identifications that you will present on the exam day. See the exam day rules section in the document for acceptable form of IDs. Make sure that you have a compatible device for remote testing. Before you register for the examination, it is important to verify that there is a PSI test site which available near you, or have a compatible device for remote testing. To test your device, complete this compatibility check. If you are using a company device to take your exam, you may need your IT department's assistance or approval. And at last, complete the registration process. Friends, after you complete your registration process, there will be a registration acknowledgement. You will receive a notification to schedule email within 1 hour to 1 business day following the registration and payment of the examination. The notification to schedule email provide information on scheduling your exam appointment. Registration for the exam with special accommodation. Special test accommodation must be requested during the registration process and approved by the ISACA before scheduling the exam. However, a point to note that the candidate cannot schedule a test appointment until exam registration fees are paid in full. Exam fees are non-refundable and non-transferable. As we have discussed about the exam fees, let's have a look on the exam fees. Exam registration fees are based on the membership status at the time of exam registration. However, for ISACA member, it is US $575. For ISACA non-member, it is US $760. Moving further ahead, after we register for the examination, if at any point of time, if we feel that there is a requirement or to change the registration, there are the following steps. Let's discuss. There are three common registration changes that a candidate request. First, name. In these steps, the candidate has to log in into his account, click on his ISACA profile, make the necessary changes, click save and close. Next, exam language. In this, the candidate has to log in into his account. Click the reschedule or cancel exam link to proceed to the PSI scheduling page. Follow the screen instructions to schedule your testing appointment. The scheduling guide is available to help you schedule and reschedule. Note, if you need to change your exam language, you also must reschedule the testing appointment. Third, exam type. For the exam type, you are required to contact the ISACA support immediately at the support.isaca.org or by phone at the number flashed on the website. A point here to note that the all changes request must be completed a minimum 48 hours prior to schedule the testing appointment. Moving further ahead, let's discuss about the scheduling the exam appointment. Eligibility. Exam eligibility is required to schedule and take an exam. Eligibility is established at the time of exam registration and is good for 12 months stroke 365 days. Exam registrations and the payment are required before you can schedule and take an exam. However, as we have discussed earlier, exam fees are non-refundable and non-transferable. In this case, the candidate has to log in into his ISACA account, click Certification and CPE Management, click Schedule Your Exam or visit exam website. There you will be taken to the PSI dashboard to schedule your exam. On PSI dashboard, click Schedule Exam. However, you have to follow certain instructions after that. In that case, first, select an exam language, enter your country and time zone, select an available date and time on the calendar, click Continue, confirm the schedule details and click Continue. However, again I can say that your fees will be forfeit if you fail to schedule and take your examination during your 12 months eligibility period. When we have carried out all the earlier steps, that now is time to getting ready for the examination. ISACA offers a variety of exam preparation resources including group training, self-paced training, and study resources in the various languages to help you prepare your certification exam. Exam questions are developed with the intent of measuring and testing practical knowledge and the application of general concept and standards. All questions are designed with one best answer. Every question has a STEM question and 4 options. Choose the correct and the best answer from the option. The STEM may be in the form of question or incomplete statement. Moving further ahead, let's discuss about some exam tips. Read each question carefully. An exam question may require you to choose the appropriate answer based on a qualifier such as most likely or best. Read the questions carefully, eliminate known incorrect answers, and then make the best choice possible. At, at last, answer all the questions. However, a point to note that there are no penalties for the incorrect answer. Grades are based solely on the total number of questions answered correctly, so do not leave any question blank. However, let's discuss about the some acceptable form of identification. To enter the testing center, you must present an acceptable form of ID, that is identification. An acceptable form of ID must be current and original government issued ID that contained the candidate name as it appear on the notification to schedule email from ISACA. The acceptable form of identification includes driving license, state identity card such as Aadhaar card, passport, green card, national identification card. However, the testing center reserves the right to ask for any additional form of identification for verification purpose. If there is any doubt surrounding your identity, you will be turned away from the test and the ISACA will be notified. This will be considered a no-show and you forfeit your exam fees. To take the test in the future, you will be required to re-register and pay the exam fee again. After you have taken up the examination, you will be able to view your preliminary passing status on the screen immediately following the completion of your exam. Your official score will be emailed and available online within 10 working days. If you are successful, you will receive details on how to apply for certification. However, for email notification, send to the email address listed on your profile. For online results, available on My ISACA certification and the CP management page. Question level results cannot be provided. Moving further ahead, let's see about the scoring criteria. Candidates' score are reported as a scaled score. A scaled score is a conversion of a candidate's raw score on an exam to a common scale. The purpose of a scaled score is to ensure that the standard way of reporting outcome is used across the disparate version of the exam so that the different versions are comparable and fair. ISACA uses and report scores on a common scale from 200 to 800. A score of 800 represents a perfect score with all the questions answered correctly. A score of 200 represents the lowest score possible and signifies only a small number of questions were answered correctly. You must receive a score of 450 or higher to pass the exam, which represents the minimum standard of knowledge. A candidate receiving the passing score can apply for certification if all the other requirements are met. After you have passed the examination, if you want to request for the rescoring, while ISACA is confident in the integrity and the validity of their scoring procedures, you may request a rescore if you do not pass the examination. Rescores are performed by PSIs. You must submit a rescourse request in writing through their support page within 30 days following the release of the exam result. Request for the rescore after 30 days will not be processed. All requests must include a candidate name, ISACA ID number, and mailing address. A fee of US $75 must accompany each request. Moving further ahead, Let's discuss how to become certified. Taking and passing an ISACA certification exam is just the first step in becoming certified. To become certified, an individual must first meet the following requirement. Taking examination and passing is the first step. Pay $50, that is the application processing fee. Submit an application to demonstrate the experience requirement. Adhere to the code of professional ethics. Adhere to the continuing professional education program. However, candidates have the 5 years from passing the exam to apply for certification. Friends, after passing the examination of the CRISC, that is certified in the Risk and Information System Control, let's discuss about the few benefits. There are several benefits to obtain a CRISC certification, including job opportunities, recognition within the industry, and improved credibility as a risk management professional. To obtain this certification, candidate must pass the rigorous exam and meet the certain experience and education requirement, which we will definitely discuss in the upcoming slides. CRISC certification holders are also required to maintain their certification through continuing education and professional development. In conclusion, the Certified in the Risk and Information System Control certification is an important credential for individuals in the field of information security and risk management. It is globally recognized certification that signifies an individual's ability to manage risk associated with the information system and is an investment in one's career growth and professional development. To prepare for the CRISC examination, let's discuss about the following steps that we should follow. The first, understand the exam format and the syllabus. The first step towards success in any examination is to know the exam format and the syllabus. The CRISC exam consists of the 150 multiple choice questions and candidates have the 4 hours to complete it. The exam covers the 4 domains: governance, IT risk assessment, risk response and reporting, and information technology and security. For a candidate to pass the examination, they must attain a score of at least 450 out of 800, as discussed earlier. Second, identify relevant study material. To prepare for the CRISC, a candidate must identify the relevant study material that cover the exam syllabus. The ISACA, which is a governing body for the CRISC, provide the candidate's handbook that contain essential information regarding the exam syllabus, study material, and scheduling. There are also several online resources accessible, including books, study guides, and online courses that provide more in-depth coverage of the exam syllabus. We have tried our level best to cover all the aspects in a comprehensive way, so that you do not have to refer to any other channel. Just be with us and complete your CRISC journey with us. Next, create a study plan. Having relevant study material is not enough to guarantee success in CRISC examination. A candidate must develop a study plan to focus on studying the exam content systematically. A study plan should include the structured timelines for studying each domain, reviewing notes, taking practice tests. However, the aspirant who are serious, just a piece of advice, keep a notepad and try to note down. The aspirants who are serious, just a piece of advice, keep a notepad and try to note down the important points. Pause the video as per your suitability and make your own notes. Basically, most of the institutes must be providing the notes, but I would like you to learn. I would like you to learn and understand the things in a clear way. Next step, use the practice test. Taking the practice test is a crucial step in preparing for the CRISC examination, as they help the candidate to assess their readiness for the actual exam. Practice tests provide the insight into the area of weakness and help the candidates identify the topic they need to study. I have tried to put the slides with the questions on the previously covered topics, which will help you to assess yourself. Please do comment with the correct answers and with explanation. We will try to answer all the queries of the subscribers. And at last, enroll in the training classes. Enrolling in the training courses is an excellent way to prepare for the CRISC examination, as they provide more in-depth coverage of the exam's topics. Training courses are also offer candidates a chance to interact with other exam takers, learn new study techniques, and receive the professional guidance. And we will try to keep you out in the completing your journey. Let's discuss about the job roles of the CRISC certification. A Certified Risk and the Information System Control certification is considered one of the most prestigious and coveted certification in the field of IT governance, risk management, and compliance. It provides the professional with the skill and the knowledge required to effectively manage the risk and align IT with the business goals. After completing the CRISC certification, the following job roles are available. First, IT Risk Manager. This role involves developing and implementing the risk management strategies to identify and mitigate risk that could impact an organization's IT infrastructure. IT Compliance Manager. This role is responsible for ensuring that an organization adheres to the relevant laws and regulation, industry standard, and internal policies and procedures. Information Security Manager. In this role, the CRISC certified professional is responsible for developing, maintaining, and implementing information security policies and procedures to protect an organization's information assets. IT Audit Manager. This role involves overseeing the IT audit process, identifying and assessing IT-related risk, and providing recommendations for remediation. Business Continuity Manager. This role involves developing and implementing strategies to ensure that an organization can continue to operate in the event of a disruption or disaster. Chief Information Security Officer. A Chief Information Security Officer is responsible for developing and leading an organization's information security strategy and overseeing the implementation of security measures to protect an organization's information assets. However, these job roles often come with a high paying packages and a great benefit, making CRISC certification a valuable addition to any IT professional's resume. Moving further ahead, let's discuss about an overview. In an overview, the CRISC is divided into 4 domains as discussed earlier. Governance, having a weightage of 26%, and we can expect approx 39 questions in the examination. IT Risk Assessment, holding the weightage of 20%, and similarly we can expect 30 questions in an examination. Risk Response and Reporting, having the weightage of 32%, and approx 48 questions. And at last, Information Technology and Security, which is having the weightage of 22%, and we can expect approx 33 questions. As we have discussed earlier, there are total 150 multiple choice questions. All questions are application oriented, and the time available to complete the examination is 4 hours. CRISC exam evaluates the candidate's practical knowledge, experience, and application for the job practice. Thank you for watching, and let's start with and jump to our CRISC classes. And gentlemen, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.